Breaking into the music industry is no easy feat, but one band that is making a name for themselves are the DMA'S. The DMA'S are a three-piece from the inner west of Sydney with a distinctly 90s aesthetic, who make music that's a unique blend of indie rock and Britpop. The band is made up of frontman Tommy O'Dell and guitarist Matt Mason and...
Hey, I'm Johnny Took from DMA'S. I used to get piano lessons in Five Dock back in the day when I was maybe 7, and I played Kids on Keyboard at Haberfield Public, but probably not till I was maybe a bit older in high school. I started playing guitar. I was asked by a friend's older brother if I wanted to join a band, and that was a couple of years after school, and then yeah, kind of just from there. I think there's a moment when you play music, and if you're going to play music where you decide where it's going to be the only thing you're going to do. So I was in a band called Underlights with Tommy, and he was the drummer and I was the bass player. And we went away down south to a kind of like country farm in a rural area to just play so we could be, incredibly noisy and loud. And anyway, the two guitarists had a fight and basically went to bed early. And Tommy and I stayed up and started writing tunes. And basically, I think there was a big sound one year, and we weren't even playing. And basically, we decided to make our own video clip, and we put it online. And then our manager heard it and made us take it offline and sent it to Johan. And then he goes, "I want to sign these guys." He goes, "Have they ever played live before?" He went, "No." He goes, "All right, if they can play live, I'll sign them." But yeah, for me, it's more like Springsteen and Dylan, and Fleetwood Mac and stuff like that. And then later, I got into the Jesus and Mary Chain and Oasis and Stone Roses and the Lars and kind of bands from that era. To be honest, I haven't really thought about it. You just kind of take it like a week at a time. This one song which actually I think might only be now on this next record, but it was like one of our first demos, and we used to pump it, play it to our mates there. Oh, check out this demo I did, and the response and everyone used to get really into it. So I think we knew that we were kind of onto something. Getting in there, probably Matt Rule for me, because he knew so many people and from owning the Annandale. He was friends with so many people, and we were so young, and he's still such a close friend of all of ours, but particularly mine and Tommy's today. No. One thing I think you learn really quickly is that the Australian music industry is very, very small. As quickly as you can get found out that you're an arsehole or blah blah blah, it means your music can also be discovered pretty damn quickly, I think. Oh yeah, I think we've worked pretty hard over there as well. It hasn't just happened for us over there, We played a show in Manchester a couple of years ago in front of 7 people, and now it's one of our strongest cities, and we were lucky to have a label that gave us tour support. We didn't hide the fact that we liked that style of music, and we thought we could go well over there. Well, the first EP we did pretty much the whole thing in my bedroom, I think. And you realise that using really nice gear doesn't make you sound like some sterile big pop band. It's like your sound is your sound. It only makes you sound more like you sound. For this last record, we've been up to the Grove, which is one of the nicest studios in Australia. I think for a little while, when I was living in Newtown, and I was living with a couple of guys from my brother and Paddy from Sticky Fingers and a bunch of those guys, and so I'd be in the room writing tunes and recording. Fucking Paddy would come in and open the door, he's like, "Fucking Tookie," and then slam the door and run out, because then he felt guilty that he wasn't writing tunes. It's been, Triple J have been great for us. They jumped on board when we released our first single, and have pretty much backed it ever since, which is it's, you need it basically if you're going to tour interstate in this country. It's pretty hard to just get played on the local radios and get too many people at your gig. Firstly, I want to fucking finish it. But then once it's out, I don't know, I just want more and more people to hear our music, and I want to keep learning as a songwriter and as a producer and as an engineer. There was no bigger rush really than playing some of those first shows as a 18, 19-year-old kid. But yeah, I just want to keep hitting the places that we've been going to and keep playing great shows and keep releasing great music.